Back here live on YouTube, baby. Dr. JoJo with me, breaking down today's NBA games today. We have 5 games today. I'm so excited for today's games. This is just what we love doing, is breaking down the NBA. JoJo, Pacers play today. Let's go. Third game on the slate. We got to start time at like 7:40 against the New York Knicks. Knicks have not been buzzing. Pacers have not been buzzing. But anyway, I'm excited for the night. Memphis Grizzlies, Cavaliers today. I mean, we got games. Hey, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to watch basketball every day, and bet on it, hopefully make some money, which we've been having, it's a little bit of success, Last night, Joe, tell us about last night. We go 7. I think we went 7-4. Got a little unlucky. Josh Hart got a bucket at the very end, like 12
Jumped
seconds left.
over bogey with no reason. They're losing. They're not going to win. It's one of those unders where it's just
tilting. That's why we don't take unders. That's why I don't take unders.
Joe doesn't take unders. He told me not to take it. I still took it. Anyway.
No one.
A couple others hit late. Anthony Simons, huge game, tributed the game to his grandfather. That was pretty special, pretty cool. Dropped like 46, had 9 threes. We were talking beforehand about getting his alt spread threes, but nobody had him up just because, Vegas knows. But anyway, great night overall. Join the Discord for all the free picks daily. Joe, let's jump into it now.
Let's go. All right, Grizzlies at the Cavs, -3, 215 spread. Initially last night, I was like, this line looks a little bit off. But the reason being, the Cavs get Garland back. Huge piece. He's going to be a major role in tonight's game. He does everything right now, especially with Rubio out and Okoro is out with a left sprain, elbow sprain or something. So it's going to be Mobley, Allen, and Garland's show. And the Grizz, man, they keep overperforming. I love this team. I talked about their defense being, so-so without Brooks and Anderson. They proved me wrong last night. I mean, Jaw clamped up Patty Mills so well. I mean, just Jaw's playing at an elite level. It's really fun to watch. His odds for most improved player have jumped tremendously. So he's trying to make a run there, which if you want to dabble in that, I wouldn't mind that at all.
And they had pretty good defensive numbers even when he was out. Like, just as they get healthy with Brooks getting back, they're top in the league. They're at defensive efficiency and transition was something we talked about. Brooklyn was moving the ball a little bit quicker, and Grizzlies just were able to just stop everything that they were trying to do. KD didn't shoot great, and he didn't really attack that much to the bucket. He kind of settled for those mid-ranges, and that's what the Grizzlies are good at, and with Steven Adams.
And what happened was it was funny. I had KD's over points with the Grizz covering, and the Grizz played so good against the starters that Steve Nash even put the starters back in the fourth quarter. It was a 10-point game with 5 minutes left, and he decided, I'm not playing my starters. I'm just going to run with the bench. We saw Rick Carlisle do that earlier in the year for the Pacers. Sometimes when the starters aren't doing well, they'd say, no, you're done. So it's kind of frustrating with the KD over points bet in a pretty big parlay. But
yes. So the picks for this game, I don't have any yet. I was looking
it's a stay away for the lines for me. It's a pretty good line. It's going to be a good defensive game. I took the under earlier at 217.5. It's now dropped to 215. It's going to be a grinded out game, a back-to-back for the Grizzlies, and then the Cavs getting Garland back for his first game, maybe a little rust there. So it's just to stay away from the line. And probably the props as well. I just don't have a great feel. It's probably going to be a sluggish. If you like unders, it's probably a game where you might be able to dabble and look at some unders.
Love both teams, though. They're very similar. This is just a fun matchup because
super fun.
A West Coast and East Coast team, kind of the mid-tier that's kind of making a push to the next level right now, and a good test to see each other facing each other here. Not going to play, obviously, in the playoffs or anything, but it's still just a fun matchup with teams that we both really enjoy. Desmond Bane, young up-and-coming, obviously, Ja, but then same thing with Mobley and Allen that we really enjoy. Just some teams just some studs. So next game. We might have some more picks for that coming in the Discord later, so make sure you join the Discord. Did really well last night. Doing well on the season a whole.
Shout out, and Tyler. Appreciate you guys joining us on the live stream. Means a lot. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Next game, Joe, San Antonio Spurs at the Toronto Raptors. Raptors, I talked about this in the Discord this morning. I like them plus 320 to make the playoffs. I like them over their team total 38.5 wins, -125 on DraftKings. I really like the team's getting healthy. Nurse only plays his few guys. He's going to run them to death.
That's what he does.
But I mean, when they're getting healthy, we love Scotty Barnes. Just the addition of him, getting OG Anunoby back fully healthy. First time they're finally going to get to play together and actually have some cohesive units and some time on the court together. I really like that pick. That's a totally separate season-long pick than what we got normally doing today, but just want to get that out there because I really believe in this Raptors team.
The East at that 8 to 12 mark is just bad teams. Like the Wizards, I don't believe in them. I don't trust. Even the 76ers are pretty rough. Pacers, like there's just a lot of teams there that don't have that already built culture as the Raptors do. So I really like that as well. I'm glad I know it.
Yeah, 82 games in a season. They're 16-17 right now. I mean, they're on pace to hit that over and getting healthy, just like it. Let's jump into this game, though, Joe. What do we like?
Spurs play really fast. Without DeJounte Murray, it's been Derek White's show. His assist prowess up to 8.5. It's going to be a fast-paced game, but these teams don't turn the ball over at all. I took Siakam to get 10 rebounds. He's had double digits the last 2 games, and he get 14 and 12. He's a horse on the boards, and the Spurs give up the most rebounds to centers. That's where Siakam plays right now with their lineup. He's kind of a power forward, but he plays center when everybody's healthy.
And Boucher, I mean, they're going to start.
He's out.
Going to start getting him out of the rotation.
He's out. It's Barnes, and they'll be playing 30 plus 33, 34.
With that, Chris Boucher, you can get his under threes at just 1. It's a half 3 for plus 100 at I think it was a FanDuel. I kind of like that. I just think he might get. He's going to get squeezed.
Yeah, he may not play much tonight. It'll be a fun game. I like the Raptors minus 6.5 here, though. The Spurs have been letting me down quite a bit. Just not very good defensively.
5 last night. I remember taking it last night. But just good spot for the Raptors. Like Joe said, they don't really turn the ball over. But any props for this game?
They give up a ton of threes as well to the shooting guard. So I like Gary Trent 2.5 at like minus 110. I think.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pay for any too much juice, but a good spot. We know Gary can just light it up from 3, and the fast-paced environment, he should be getting 7, 8 threes up tonight. I would assume. So
yep,
that's what I had. 3 of them tonight. I like that quite a bit.
Yeah, I think that's all I have.
Fred VanVleet assist is another one I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Like always. To get our official picks, join the Discord. You can see in the description below. That's where we give all of our picks. We are 85. It's in the thumbnail. You can see we're like 85 and 50 something plus 2,000.
Gotta do better.
If you bet $100 on if you risk 100 on every underdog and bet 100 to win 100 on every favorite, probably be up 2,000 this year. So. That was on the back, so doing pretty good so far in our first year, giving away picks. So not too bad. But that's all I have for that game. Anything else on that one?
No, I like that. Like you said, VanVleet was the other one I was looking at was assist, but we'll get those later. Anything for the spread would just be Raptors, and then the total over 223. Yeah. Pacers.
Our team.
Pacers. They stink. Like we said last time, don't bet on the
Pacers. They stink.
Don't bet on it.
Hey, you want
Pacers money line right now, plus 124. Come back. Pacers money line plus 124. This Knicks team is bad. Pacers team is bad, but the Knicks are worse. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I wrote in matchups. I like the Pacers in this. I did. And it kind of
well.
It match up well, but the problem is Randall might be back, and I think he is back. Which that will steer me away. I won't bet the Pacers money line here, personally, just because of Randall being back. Pacers give it up to the power forward.
Are better statistically in a lot of areas but
they are, and the Knicks are missing.
Brogdon is just big too.
The Knicks are missing a lot of pieces. The Pacers defensively really struggle, but the Knicks don't put up a lot of points. It's going to be a close game. I'd imagine it's probably going to go under. It's a low total, so I wouldn't touch it. And especially me, I don't take unders. So as you guys will learn. The other thing I wanted to mention was Dwayne Washington. He put up like 17 shots last game. He's from Ohio State. He was a baller. We watched him play in the tournament last year quite a bit. Just can score really well.
Yeah.
His line's at 12.5. He put up, I think it was 20 last game in his debut starting. So I really like that at 12.5. I took that bet. Yeah, that's one I really like, and we posted that one.
The only thing that scares me with that is just the pace of the game and how slow it can be, and just what kind of happens. But I do like the lean there. Joe took it as an official pick earlier. Other than that, this game doesn't have much to go over. The total is really annoying. If I see a total like that, I just want to hammer the over, but it's just not. Can't do it. Can't do it here.
That's right, Maddie. We are bad. You can't bet your teams. That's right, Cheddar. We just can't do it.
Pacers money line plus 124, not an official pick. All right, Suns at the New Orleans Pelicans. Talked about this last night. Pelicans with Josh Hart. They ended up covering late, which is a good thing we stayed away from. I didn't know what we were going to do with that one. But the Suns they're a wagon. Obviously, I don't think they got Aiden back still.
Nope.
Still no Aiden, which kind of stinks. Ingram and Joe Val back for the Pelicans. The spread is is a nice spread, but I'm still leaning the Suns. Like the Suns are just a horse. So I don't know. As far as the spread, what do you have and what are you thinking?
So Ingram is questionable. It looks like he's off the injury report now, so that's good. He's in. So I like the Pelicans here. We saw the Suns. They struggled against the Celtics with two bigger players down low. Obviously, we got Joe Val here. They whooped up on the Hornets because they matched up really well. They could play small ball and get away with it.
Yeah.
And Jalen Smith looked pretty good against, the Hornets, who are really bad against power forward center. So I'm not really fooled by it. Jalen Smith's going to have to prove it to me here again. I really like Joe Val in this matchup. He should feast. I said if you're playing in the DFS streets, he's a sneaky play. He's going to be low owned. I like that. I like playing Joe Val in spots where he's not owned against smaller big. So I really like the Pelicans here +7 at home. I do just because I think they're going to get a lot of offensive rebounds. Really put the pressure on the Suns. Booker and CP3 are in good spots. Devontae Graham's not a great defender. I like CP3. His assists are always just one you just want to attack. He's been double-digit assists many games recently. So
can you pull up Chris Paul's assist? I think that's one that we might take right now. Let me just see.
You like that one? I think it was 8 and maybe 9.5 or 8.5. I'm not sure.
It's 8.5. We're going to go ahead and take it.
8.5 -135.
8.5 -135 is the best. You can get 9.5 plus money places, but we're going to go ahead and make that official. 8.5 -135 on Caesar Sportsbook. So go ahead and hammer it down.
All right. I like CP3 a lot in this one. But other than that, I don't really have it. I wouldn't, the spread. I like the Pelicans. I'm not taking it as official pick quite yet. But yeah. Let's move on to the last game. The Kings at the Lakers. This one should go. I mean, this one should be a typical West Coast shootout. I really like what the Lakers are doing right now. I dogged them quite a bit earlier in the year, but man, LeBron, oh my gosh, this man is unbelievable. I mean, he looks better than he has all last season. That ankle must have really been bothering him last year because the way he was playing last year, just looks like a whole new guy. Amazing what he's doing in his whatever year it is. I don't even know. It's ridiculous. Westbrook looks pretty good. He should have a good matchup here. The Kings like to push the pace. They don't have great interior defenders. So that's where he attacked. He likes to attack the rim. So I don't mind looking at Westbrook's points or assists over on this game. I don't really have a lean on the spread. I would have to lean Lakers at home. And then Tyrese Halliburton, he continues to play so well. Yeah. If you haven't been able to watch him, definitely try to pull up some highlights of him watching. He's going to be a name that you guys are going to be hearing quite a bit going forward. Just a stud. And the way him and Falks are playing well together is really encouraging if you're a Kings fan. So I like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like the game. I like the game quite a bit. I don't have any
This game is going to go, obviously. This game is going to go. I'm trying to see what they got. Obviously, the
offense juiced. Buddy Hield 3.5 threes. It's not bad.
It doesn't even scare me that much.
No, he's been shooting great too.
He's been shooting a little bit better. And the Lakers, I mean, their defense is horrible. And the Kings are horrible. This sets up really well for some threes. So I'm all excited about the Buddy Hield over 3.5 threes. It doesn't bother me at all. But we'll see. We'll do a little bit deeper digging. Joe, I can't talk today.
We'll dig deeper later.
Oh.
Yeah, do you have any lean on the spread or the over-under?
I think I would lean the Lakers -6. The Lakers are obviously up in pace. They're getting better and more efficient. The last few games without AD, they're actually a little bit more efficient in transition. The Sacramento Kings are bottom third. They're 22nd in defense efficiency. They're just not very good. And this is a spot where they're similar, so they're gonna play to their favor. So I think the -6 will be fine with the Lakers tonight. Actually, I think that's a pretty good lean.
I like that. I'm trying to look through if we have any other bets that we might like for today. Nothing that I'm, It's a pretty
if you can find some unders in that Pacers Knicks games, that would be a good spot to find some unders. Joe doesn't like unders, but I like money. So Pacers money line. Anything else, Joe, before we get out of here? Thank you for joining with us.
I mean, just join the Discord if you want to get our official picks, and we smash that like button if you found this video helpful and we're able to help you guys. We love helping and serving you guys. So
yeah, I want to bring you the best and most informative information quickly, kind of condensed so you can get the best plays. for you guys. And be ready for the next video tomorrow. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. We're going to do a little bit earlier tomorrow so that we can have
tell your
this out.
friends, tell your family, tell them to check out the video. Anybody you know that bets, tell them to check out the videos.
So we'll see you guys in the next